Hello and welcome to the Miscast table. My name is Måns.
And my name is Jonas, and today we're playing some Warhammer Underworlds.
Yes, we are, and we want to take this opportunity to thank everyone in the Warhammer Underworlds community that helped us with rule corrections and clarifications, and also some tips on deck building.
Yeah. Big thanks to the community for helping me with some deck building tips for the orcs. I really appreciated it.
But if we go back into the game, today I'm playing Hedkrakka's Madmob.
And I'm bringing a Season 1 warband yet again. I'm playing the Chosen Axes.
And we're gonna go into short presentations of both of the warbands. But if you want to skip ahead, you can find the bookmarks down in the description to go right into the game. Otherwise, we're gonna go into a short presentation of both of the warbands. And you can also find the deck lists down below. So here I have the Hedkrakka's Madmob, and I want to take this time as well to thank my lovely wife who painted this up for me last night so I can finally play them. It's the first time I'm playing with this warband, but overall the big focus is on the primacy token, which is, I guess, the natural way to play them when you look at their fighter cards. All of these fighters inspire when you gain the primacy token, or they have an ability that when you gain a primacy token you can choose one of the fighters and inspire one of them. They also have some fighter card abilities that enable them to get the primacy token. So it's a lot easier to get the primacy token with this warband than any of the other ones. And this theme can be seen throughout the entire deck that I have here. First of all, if you look at the objective cards, we have stuff like Hunt the World Spirit, Great Hunters, Smash Them, Primal Display, Unassailable. Aside from that, I have a few objective cards that focus around me being on Jonas' side of the table and him not being on my side of the table. This theme continues throughout. If we look at my Gambit cards, my power cards, we have stuff like Primal Brutality, Unhinged Ferocity, Primal Cunning. All of these cards also take advantage of the primacy token. I also have some of the standard stuff like Duel of Wits and Distraction, stuff like that. When we look at the upgrade cards, we have the same theme. There's not that many upgrade cards that synergize well with the primacy token. But there are a few. Stuff like Power of the Beast, Spirit of the Beast, Armor of Confidence. Other than that, I have some cards to make my warband stronger and tougher, so I can battle it out with the Dwarfs. But I gotta say that the Hedkrakka's Madmobs, their like warband specific cards are incredibly good, I think. Over half the cards in my deck are actually warband specific cards to Hedkrakka's Madmob. But big focus is on the primacy token, getting onto Jonas' side of the field, making sure that he doesn't get onto my side, and gain the primacy token every chance that I get. So without further ado, let's take a look at Jonas' decklist.
Today I'm playing the Chosen Axes. I know that some people argue that they might be one of the weaker warbands, but ever since Måns showed me these ones in his collection, I've been eager to try them on the battlefield. I think they look amazing when painted up, and even though they have some problematic stats, with their movement only being 2 hexes, I think that they have kind of good damage rolls on attack die. Most of them look for hammers when attacking, and they are actually rolling 2 to 3 damage, almost every one of them. And with 3 attack dice on their inspired card halves on a multitude of fighters, I think that they are kinda heavy hitting. That said, as I'm going to have to play with that low movement characteristics, I'm going to try to use the first turn to place my fighters onto objectives and have them inspired. Hopefully scoring me a few points so that I can play some upgrades before we head into combat turn 2, turn 3. Part of my game plan is going to be playing cards such as Sign of Grimnir, Ferocious Charge and Savage Exemplar, which I can score when one of my fighters, or specifically the leader, which I plan to pool as many upgrades on as possible, take one of Måns' fighter out of action. So I'm going to try to set up some kind of defensive formation with supporting defensive roles and possibly try to gang up on his guys. My other game plan is to utilize the primacy token and to utilize the keyword quarry. As I'm playing Ahead of the Hunt and Absolute Stillness, which I can score by getting a friendly quarry onto an objective or just having a friendly quarry staying alive in an end phase. And to do that, I'm playing cards such as Marked, Victimized, and Formidable Defense, alongside cards such as Predator's Trinket and Shade Glass Band, which I can utilize alongside the core keyword to hopefully get that edge that I need to get in the damage and hopefully score my objectives against Måns' warband. And that's the Chosen Axis, and now we head into the setup. Then we have a roll-off.
Then we have a roll-off to see who picks the boards.
Sure.
So let's start. 1 half and 1 whole.
1 half, 1 whole. Seldom beating that, and I didn't today either.
Yeah, so you can choose the board. So then we have a roll-off, and I have 1 extra crit because I placed mine first. So double crit.
And a proper roll to that.
Yeah, that's hard to beat.
That's
good enough. So do I want to take the first or the last activation is the question. I think I take the last activation.
Okay.
So, at the start of the first round, choose up to 2 friendly hunters and push each chosen fighter 1 hex toward an enemy leader. So this is your leader.
Yeah.
And this is my hunter. So I'm pushing him 1 hex. So it's these 2 towards the leader. Yeah. So that's it, and then it's your first activation.
Okay, my first activation. I'm not gonna be super interesting. I'm going to activate Take Flame Bearer and move him over here.
So I'm gonna make a charge action with the Daco Sharp Sticker. I'm charging here and I'm shooting at that guy.
Okay.
So I'm rolling 2 dice looking for swords. I don't get any. And then we're gonna do this. Claim to domination. At the end of the next activation, the player with the highest number of surviving fighters in enemy territory gains the primacy token.
Oh, okay. So if I get to kill yours...
Yeah, or if you get one of your guys over to my side.
Oh, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna need a whole lot longer legs for that to be possible.
Yeah. So with that, I'm passing over to you.
Okay. I'm thinking that I want Fuel Grimnir inspired, so I'm gonna move over here.
All right.
And then I would like to score a search objective.
Alright, that quick?
Yes. Hidden purpose. Score this immediately after an activation if your warband holds 2 or more objectives.
And you do. Congratulations, my friend.
Yes. And then I inspire Fuel Grimnir. I would like to play Great Strength, giving it to Vol Urukbane.
Alright. So let's see. In the end of your activation here, I gain the primacy token.
Yep.
With that, I have the ability Primal Potent. When you gain the primacy token, choose 1 friendly fighter. That fighter is inspired. I think that I'm gonna choose Hedkrakka to become inspired because he is closest to your fighters. This is difficult. Yeah, I'm making a charge action with this guy. So I'm moving 1, 2, 3, 4 over here.
Putting yourself on the edge.
Putting myself on the edge. And I'm gonna do a spell attack action. Bone Crusher. Rolling 2 dice. I should have said it's against this guy. 2 lightning bolts. That's not good enough. Nothing really happens.
So the dwarfs, they luck out.
Yeah, maybe they do.
Then I would like to activate Vol Urukbane and make use of his great strength. So I'm gonna make a charge action. Moving 2 hexes.
Alright.
And then trying to attack Hedkrakka Inspired.
Alright.
So I'm rolling 2 attack die looking for hammers. Get hammer.
You get hammer, and I'm gonna give Hedkrakka a charge token.
Yeah.
2 defense die looking for dodges. He gets 1 dodge.
Gets a dodge. I get to drive him back. Do I want it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna put him into the lethal hex.
That's not very nice of you. And I take 1 damage on Hedkrakka. I'm making a regular move action over here.
For my last activation, I'm gonna go with Madmob, make a charge action over here. Rolling 3 attack die, looking for swords or support. Get a crit.
Get a crit. He only has 1 defense die. Doesn't get it.
Then I'll deal 1 damage and I'll push him over here.
I'm in a bit of a pickle right now. Yeah, I'm just making a regular move action here. Moving over there.
Would like to play any power cards?
I would not like to play any power cards.
I would like to. I would like to play the Earth Shakes. And I would like to push Mad Maygrim onto this objective.
Yeah, and as a reaction to that, I played Duel of Wits. Play this when opponent plays a ploy, draw 2 power cards.
Yeah, that's all I can do. And unless you want to play anything else, I think we should move into the scoring.
Yes, we should.
First of all, you get 1 for the primacy.
I do a spent 1 for the primacy.
I can't score any of my objectives this turn. And I would not like to discard any. It's a bit awkward. And I would like to discard 1 power card.
Alright.
And then I'm just drawing 3 new power cards.
Yes. Alright, so then it's my turn. And I have Hunt the World Spirit. Score this in an end phase if your warbands hold 2 or more objectives and you have the primacy token. And I do. Unfortunately, I can't score any of my other ones. So I am going to discard. This might seem a bit weird, but I'm going to discard Magical Mark, and here we go.
But can't you score Magical Mark?
No, my wizard is not holding an objective.
But isn't... no, he's holding a lethal hex.
Yeah, I'm holding a lethal hex. Yeah, I'm not scoring that one.
Okay.
It's not the same thing. And with that, I can also play some upgrade cards, 2 to be exact. And which one should I put it on? I think I'm gonna play Great Strength, and I'm gonna put it on Hedkrakka. It gives him +1 damage to his range 1 and range 2 attack actions.
Okay.
And I am also going to play Armor and Confidence, +1 defense if you have the primacy token.
Oh, that sounds powerful.
Yeah, I think it is. So with that, I'm gonna draw 2 new action cards. I'm not gonna discard any of my action cards.
Okay.
And then I'm drawing 3 objective cards.
Yeah. And then we have the roll off for turn 2.
Roll off, I just need to... Yeah.
Well, that is a great roll.
You can start once again.
I think I'm just gonna make a regular attack action. I'm gonna have Tefk Inspired roll with his axes on your archer.
Alright.
Looking for hammers.
1 hammer, he has 1 defense die, looking for dodges. Doesn't get it.
Then he takes 3 damage.
Yeah, that kills him.
Then I would like to play a reaction card to that.
Alright.
So I'm gonna push myself 1 hex over here. And as a reaction to gaining the primacy token, I would like to score Surge of Aggression.
Yeah. Impressive turn. So I'm gonna play in the end of the turn, I'm gonna play Primal Brutality. So I'm taking it from you.
Oh.
Taking it back, and when I gain the primacy token, I can choose to inspire one of my fighters. And I'm gonna inspire Wallop the Skull.
I got 1 point for killing a guy as well.
Alright, so then it's my first activation. I'm gonna make an attack action with Hedkrakka.
Okay.
How many lives do this guy have?
Tafk has 4 life and Vol has 3.
Which one is Tafk?
This one.
Yeah. So I'm rolling against him. I'm rolling against the one with 3 lives.
Okay.
So I'm rolling 3 dice, looking for swords, and I do 3 damage. A crit.
That's crit. Then I really need his defensive die to come through. Because I want him alive. I don't get it. Guess that he is dead in all manners that one can be dead.
Yeah, he's super dead. I'm going to play this one. Spirit of the Beast. If you have the Primus token, when you give this upgrade to a fighter, that fighter is inspired. So I'm giving that to Toothdaga, the last guy who's not inspired
all
yet.
of your inspired. Then I would like to play Spectral Wings. And if I'm correct, this works with the super action.
Yeah, a super action is one move action and then an attack action.
I haven't made a fool of it for myself just yet.
Not yet, but probably soon.
Probably soon. Then I would like to play Victimize.
Alright.
Okay, then I'm activating my second guy, and that is Fjolgrimnir himself. So he's gonna sprint ahead 5 hexes. I don't really want to give you any additional defensive rolls, so I'm just gonna push myself over here and then roll with 4 attack die. No, 3, sorry. Looking for hammers.
Looking for hammers. Oh no!
I can play a reaction. Oath Swarm.
Alright.
All eggs in the same basket.
Yeah, go ahead.
He has a big axe, he can't fail. Crit and double hammers.
That's more like it. 2 defensive dice. No, not good enough.
Then Fjolgrimnir comes in with his hammer and hits for 4.
No, wait a second here. I have 1 extra defense die.
Correct.
So if I roll a crit here. No, not good enough. Super dead. But now, wait.
And I would like to score a reaction to that. Ferocious Charge.
Yes.
So that's why I was pooling all my cards in.
I'm playing Inspired Attack. So that means, my friend, that I'm gonna be hitting for 5. No, wait. No, 4. Fortunately only 4.
Only.
But he has Cleave. So you can't use...
defensive rolls against it.
Yeah, I think the play here is to try to kill one of your guys. I think I'm gonna hit against this guy. So I am charging in. This is my second activation. So we're rolling 2 dice, looking for hammers. Don't get anything. So yeah,
Lucky dwarf.
That's not great.
I would like to play Treasure Lust. So I'm going to push my friendly fighter 3 hexes. And I'm gonna push them like this via the...
Yeah, so you take 1 damage.
I take 1 damage. I have to end up holding an objective. And then for my third activation, I am going to hit with Tafk Inspired. And I'm using 3 dice, looking for hammers.
Alright.
I get 3 supporting attacks.
And I get 1 roll.
Oh, crit.
That's good enough. No.
And then I'm just gonna have my guy stand where he's standing.
Alright, then I am going to charge with this guy. So I'm charging over here and making an attack action. And he is actually rolling 4 dice.
Okay.
So yeah, 4 dice.
Double crit.
Yeah, how many do you
I have only 1, so I can't even.
Yeah, and on a critical hit, this attack action has +1 damage, so he deals 3 damage.
Ooh, that's enough to take Tafk out of action.
Yeah, then I score a point. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. I'm gonna play Scavenged Armor, and I'm not sure about this. This might be something that people can point out in the comments.
Yeah.
It says you cannot give this upgrade to a fighter in your territory, but this is contested territory.
Yeah, it should be.
So it should be fine, but otherwise that's a good.
We can always look it up until next.
This guy, Wallop. When you give that fighter 1 guard token and +1 wounds. So now he has a guard token.
As it took my guy out of action, I don't have a good usage for my final activation. I'm going to draw a power card.
No, I think I'll do the same. I think I'll draw a power card as my last activation.
In my scoring step, I'm gonna score unassailable.
You didn't gain the Primus token when you...
No, because the guy I killed had 1 damage as he stood.
Oh, it doesn't matter. If you kill the leader, you gain the Primus token. But that's... yeah, but I would have gained it back when I killed your fighter. After an activation, when this fighter attack action takes an enemy fighter out of action.
Okay.
So you would have gained it, and then I would have gained it back. So it is correct that it is with me right now.
Okay. And then I do not get to score anything else.
I'm actually gonna play some cards here. Score this in an end phase if 2 or more enemy fighters are out of action and you have the Primus token. Yeah, and that's actually the only one I can score. But I'm gonna discard this one. Also gonna use these 2. Or I'm actually gaining 1 more because of the primacy. Yeah, I'm gonna play Stamina Reserves on Tooftagga. And also I'm gonna give Savage Strength to him. So with that, I'm drawing 2 new objective cards and 5 new action cards.
Then we head into an eventful turn 3.
We do. I just have to read my cards.
You're a bit ahead, like 8 points versus my 6. So it's gonna come down to who can get... I think this activation roll is gonna be important.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tricky one.
I'm gonna roll. I get 2 halves.
Alright, 2 halves. Let's see if I can beat that. I can beat that. Yeah, I'm gonna make a charge action. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna start, make a charge action. And I'm hitting with 4 dice here.
Okay.
4 dice. And I have a crit.
And 1 supporting.
Yeah, crit and supporting.
I have 1 defensive die. I don't get it.
So then you take... I have +1 damage to this fighter's range 1 and range 2 attack action. And I have a critical hit. This has +1 damage, so it deals 4 damage.
4 damage.
So that puts him at 1 life, right?
Yeah.
And as a reaction, discard this card. If you do give this fighter a move token, remove 1 charge token. Yeah, I would drive him back instead.
Okay.
I could do it with a card distraction, but I got so excited I forgot about it. Yeah, so I'm killing him. Yeah.
Dead as a door. And you get the primacy token, killing a leader.
I think I want to play Lucky Bone onto Wallop.
I would like to play Quick Search. I am holding 1 or more objectives, draw 2 power cards. Would you like to play anything else?
I don't want to play anything else right now, no.
I would like to play Formidable Defenses and make Maygrim a quarry. And unless I'm gonna keep playing cards unless you want to.
Yeah, you can keep playing as many cards.
I'm gonna play Dominant Defender, putting him on guard if he is on an objective. And then I can play Great Fortitude. I'm gonna play Predator's Trinket.
I'm gonna play Distraction. Choose 1 enemy fight and push them 1 hex. I don't want him to be on guard.
Okay, then I would like to play Duel of Wits.
Yes.
Are we done playing cards?
Yeah, we're done playing cards. Is it your first activation?
It's my first activation. I'm going to take a guard action.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna draw a power card, honestly.
Okay, and I'm gonna do the same with my second activation. I'm gonna draw a power card.
Then I'm going to spend this. Power of the Beast. And then it's my third activation, and now I'm going in here. I'm making a move action. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I take 1 damage.
I would like to play Activated Runes. And then for my third activation, I'm going in and I'm hitting with the hammers. Now I'm hitting with swords. I'm just gonna check so that And I'm rolling 2 attack die, looking for sword against your axe mob.
Yeah.
I get 1 sword.
And I can re-roll this.
Oh, sorry, I can re-roll 1 as well. I didn't really change anything for me.
Yeah, we're even now.
Okay. Then I'm just going to drive you back 1x.
Yeah, that really messes up my plans here. I must say. So let's see what I can do here.
I would like to play a card as well. I would like to play Piercing Stare. My guy is eyes blazing, gazing down your guy. Your fighter cannot make an attack action or charge action in the next activation.
Alright. I'm going to discard this card. It's Unafraid. It's an objective card, and I'm going to draw a new one.
Okay. Would you like to play anything in your final?
I would not like to play anything else, and it's your final activation now.
So, do I go for damage or do I go for... Because all of you guys are damaged slightly, no?
Yeah, but this guy has 2+ wounds, so he has
okay.
6... Yeah, it's 5 wounds left. And this guy is full health at 4, so I don't think you can kill anyone unless you have...
I was super unlucky that you pushed my guy. That messes up so many things for me. Can I do anything here? No, I don't have any other objectives that I want to draw into either. I'm thinking what the final cards in my power deck are. I'm just gonna draw a power card, because if I get the right one I can push myself. No, I don't get it.
You don't get it? So we go into the scoring step. I can score unassailable because I have the Primus token.
Okay.
It's if your leader is the only survivor leader, or you have the Primus token, which I do. And then we have this one, Great Hunters. Score this in the third end phase if each survivor friendly fighter is in enemy territory and you have the Primus token, which is 3.
Nice. That's more than I can.
Yeah, and then I score 1 because I have the Primus token.
And I get to score ahead of the hunt. Score if there's at least one friendly surviving quarry fighter. And then I would have been able to score Absolute Stillness, but you took that away from me. That puts you at
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13.
And that's 6 points more than my 7.
Thank you for a good game.
So, another resounding victory if I can use the term from the last game.
Yeah, I think this time maybe you can use resounding with 13 against 7. 7, yeah.
6 points ahead. That said, I was a bit frustrated this time. I won't argue, I had a really good time playing against you, but I felt as if my game plan didn't come to fruition, even though it started out pretty good for the Dwarfs.
Yeah, and you cornered me in the beginning as well. I was trying to get all of my fighters over to your side of the board, and the first thing you do is push me back into uncontested territory when I have a charge token. So at that point I realized, I can't score this objective this turn. So I had to kind of rethink my strategy a little bit. So that was a good play.
It was a lucky play maybe. I was actually kind of happy. I had my dwarfs on my side. I was putting on 2 objectives, getting them inspired so that their movement characteristics is a bit upgraded. And then we started going into turn 2, and then everything crumbled.
Yeah, I guess you could say so. The dwarf's movement characteristics is a problem, that they can't move that much, and you need to use like action cards to move them instead. And like there are a lot of movement oriented action cards, but the problem is you could have other things in your deck instead of the movement cards.
Yeah, but that's why I wanted to build my deck objective-wise with alternative win conditions.
Yeah.
So that I would gain glory points by taking out just one fighter so that I could score a couple of surge objectives that way. Or just having cards that would make me into a quarry and then allow me to get glory points by just staying on my side and staying on 2 objectives. Yeah. That said, I was a bit too greedy. I drew the 2 quarry objective cards that I wanted on my opening hands. I was feeling really good turn 1, and then I didn't get any of the upgrade cards that would turn me into a quarry.
Yeah.
But that's part of the game. It's not only dice, it's only lack of drawing the right cards at the right time.
But if we look at like the warband that I played today, first time playing them, played a lot with the Primus token as well. I think they're pretty strong, it feels pretty strong, but also a bit complicated, like a bit complex. There's a lot of things that happen when you gain the Primus token. Like if you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend this warband at all, because it's quite a lot of things to keep in your head.
That said, I think if you're getting into the game, they seem super fun to play, because you have a lot of reactions and a lot of things. Like every turn from your side was eventful. They seem to have interesting ways of inspiring, getting them to get a bit more damage, and having them do interesting ploy or gambit.
But there's a lot of interactions. It's not like I can go away while you're taking your turn and get some coffee, because there's always something you can react to and always something you can do, which makes it for a very fun playing experience. But albeit a bit a complex one. But I really enjoyed playing them.
Yeah. One thing that I thought interesting about the premise token, theory crafting a bit, is that it does put a bit more value in going with the last activation. If the opponent knows that you have a bunch of primacy-oriented glory points to score, they are really incentivized to use that last activation to try and grab it from you.
Yeah, and especially for Hedkrakka's Madmob, because they can gain the primacy token in other ways than regular warbands. Other warbands gain it by killing a leader or by holding more objectives and stuff like that. But they can gain it by just killing a regular fighter. You don't have to kill it in one go, you can just kill it.
I had a really fun game tonight. I'm still gonna try to push for playing Season 1 warbands, because I know that I might be a bit naive, but I think that there are like strong sides to these older warbands as well. Like, they are simplistic and perhaps a bit weak on stat-wise. We have a upcoming video where we're going to discuss exactly that area, but I can't help but feel like they have something. Like, they have older cards that a few of them are really strong from my point of view.
Yeah, and then we also come back to like rule of cool. Like, if you think something is a warband is nice, then you should play it. I mean, you shouldn't always go for the meta and the strongest thing, and it's fun to make maybe some of the weaker warbands work, because I think it's definitely possible.
So I'm gonna go back into the workshop and try to see if I can change up my deck a bit. But for tonight, thank you all for watching, and I hope we see you for the next video.
Yeah, thank you all for watching. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe, because it really helps us out.
Yeah.
And you get to see more of us in the future.
You get to see more of us regardless, but it does help us out.
Yeah, it does help us out.